Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Stud Buzz Show. I'm Ethan the Artisan. I'm Ethan the Artisan.
I'm BrickingUpBrad.
I'm Matt Mellish.
I'm Block.studios.
And the only difference between us is I'm not wearing a hockey pad.
Welcome to the Stud Buds.
Wait, Matt, did you not get that reference?
Have you not heard that?
I didn't.
Wearing hockey pads. Yeah, you never heard that?
No. He's like, what's the difference between me and you? And it's like, I'm not wearing hockey pads.
All I remember was that trend like a year ago of with that song with like everyone just dressed up as Batman with the new Batman movie that came out. Which
yeah,
the new Batman movie. I like that. Oh,
I did like
the
the
one
one
that came out a year ago.
Really? I really liked it. It was very realistic. Like the fight scenes, like Batman got his butt handed to him. Yeah, see, I kept it PG. In my brain, before I said that, I said a lot of other choice words, and I mentally corrected. Anyways, but it's very humbling. Like he jumps off of a skyscraper and he uses like a squirrel suit and then like eats it hitting the ground. Like, yeah, he's fighting crime, but he's like, it makes him very normal. You know what I mean? He's not like this perfect fighting machine.
I've heard it's good. I just don't have HBO Max at the moment because
I'll give you mine.
One thing about Batman, like I think he's the most overrated character.
Oh,
but
gosh.
that Batman
I think
movie
Superman's overrated.
made me.
him too.
I think I don't know. They're both. But Batman, I was like, he's overrated to me. That's just my opinion.
What I like
But that
about
movie-
Batman is that he is just a normal human being. His superpower is that he has a lot of money.
That's why I
Yeah.
love, like, that's why I prefer Green Arrow because like he's got the skills with the
Oh.
bow, and I'm as an archer, I like Green Arrow.
I like.
Well, see,
I like-
but Tony
That's
Stark.
not what this stream's about, people. We got a ton of awesome stuff we're talking about today.
a ton. I think we got one set. Did we?
No, we have a lot. We have a lot of
really?
stuff that we're talking
Okay,
about.
I haven't.
Ethan, check the group chat.
Okay, I'll check. I'll check
How-
the group chat.
So let's start with how everyone's week was.
This is what happens when Ethan hosts.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I
Why-
want to talk about the Batman movie. But my favorite Batman is Lego Batman. That's my favorite.
Yes.
I got to meet the guy who voiced him too.
Oh, you did.
I
You
did.
did. You did.
Wait.
Oh,
Well,
you were on Lego Masters.
I was.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
oh.
Okay, Matt. How was your week, Lego wise?
Were we doing diagonals today? This week was fine, Lego wise. I don't know if you want me to go into how else my week was.
Well,
I could, but
Okay,
Lego wise, I have not finished building it. I have one more bag to go with the engines, but I am almost done. Ah, with
It's pretty
the
big.
UCS X-Wing. Yes, it's very large. The wings come off quite a distance. The truth of the matter is, this thing was very difficult for me to put together for no good reason. And Twitch, I live streamed it on Twitch. I dropped it a couple times because I spun the wheel on that, which was
Oh.
mildly infuriating.
that's
Yeah.
your fault for making the wheel and
Yeah,
putting start over on it. And
the wheel
drop
of misfortune is quite terrifying. So go check out my Twitch if you haven't. But I still
So
have to do
far,
the
out of
engines.
10, how would you rate it?
6. The
higher than
reason
I
being is because it's a solid display model, but it's only, well, it's supposed to only be meant for that, right? But that also allows it to be more fragile and harder to assemble. There are areas in the plating that are very difficult to attach and keep attached. There's also a lot of gaps that I dislike. And there's this problem with the stand because it's supposed to sit on like this little ledge. You can't really see it. And pieces pop off when you go to set it down. Lego has said they're working on a solution to this issue, but I haven't seen one yet. So we'll see.
The set if it's like that, then.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
so- if
I'm just going
Lego
to
is
be
trying
upfront. It feels like this model was really rushed.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they had a different one they were working on and they had to switch it out last minute.
Maybe.
Could be.
It's
It's hard to
big.
tell. It's semi sturdy. It
It's-
shakes a lot.
Let's see, but
What's the swooshability scale out
Here.
of 10?
I actually was swooshing it the other day, but it's a little.
The
Make it
rubber
easy.
bands just make it like a.
Yeah.
you know, nothing
exactly.
swooshes better than the UCS TIE Fighter. When it comes to UCS sets,
It's sturdy.
the
Mhm.
UCS
Not
TIE
flimsy.
Fighter is a brick. I'm telling you, like that. I told you, I smacked my mirror on my car when I first got home with it. I was like, whack. I was like, pieces. Nothing. It is the most. I've dropped it. I have dropped it so many times.
You also did a stop motion animation of it.
The entire
Oh,
build of
man.
it, which was terrible. Terrible. It took
Those
me
are
like
the
a
days.
week.
Those are the days. No, in all
Anyways.
honesty, I don't mind the set just sitting on a shelf, but like,
Yeah.
watch. There's already like plating coming off, and I've been holding it for 5 seconds. So that kind of stinks. I would only recommend it to people who are collecting UCS sets or who really like X-Wings. Other than that, it's not a strong model to me. It looks good from a distance, but getting up close, there's a lot of small gaps. There's a lot of issues with it. Don't breathe on it or it's going to collapse.
these-
It's
Star
an
Destroyer?
Ethan the Artisan build.
Exactly. But it's 18 plus, so it can be more detailed
Oh,
and
That's not me.
less stable. Aside from Lego, my phone died this weekend. So I
Oh.
was forced to upgrade from the iPhone XS to the iPhone 14.
Attaboy.
That was really infuriating as well. But, sometimes technology decides when we upgrade. Looking back, I don't remember a time when I actually was the one who said, I would like something new and then got something. Also, speaking of this last week, what I was doing Lego wise, I hung out with Doodle Bricks and we recorded not live, but we recorded a podcast. So look forward to
Ooh.
that coming out soon.
That's fun.
That's awesome.
Zane, how was your week?
My week was fantastic. I recently found this rubber ducky. I also, speaking of Batman, I also have my Lego Batman and Joker stuff with me still, just because I figured it would be good to have for this episode.
Mhm.
In case you guys missed it last week, I'm having a boy.
Ooh.
I'm having one of these. I just
penguin?
had this. No, not that. I'm having a boy, not a penguin. Boy.
Yeah, I just adopted a penguin. I was like, why not? Like,
I mean, why not?
The
You can.
penguin? Wait,
The
Batman?
penguin.
The penguin?
Yes. Yes. See, it fits, right? Like the penguin, the whole.
Mhm.
Yeah, you get it.
should have been
Lego
dressed as the
wise,
penguin.
I went to the Lego store. My mother was here, and she had never been to the Lego store, so I went there on Sunday, and it was so busy. It was stupidly crazy, and nothing looked good. I didn't buy anything, but she went to the pick-a-brick wall, and so what she's gonna do is she's gonna get a whole bunch of pick-a-brick cups, like pieces, and so my son's name is gonna be Crue, Crue, and she's gonna get like this acrylic mold thing with a C, and she's gonna put a bunch of different colored Lego pieces and stuff like that inside of it, and then make it out of like acrylic and everything. So that was cool.
That's really
She's like, I want to buy you something from the Lego store. I was like, all right, cool. I showed her the nano gauntlet and she was like, no. I was like, oh, all right. Well, that was cool. And we left. So I was like, thanks, Mom. Love you. No, it was really good to see her. I honestly had not seen my mom like in person in 4 years.
That's a long time.
It was a long time, so it was really good to see her. For my week, I think that was kind of it. I was supposed to build Lego with her, but I didn't. What about you, Brad? How was your week?
So I didn't do much Lego wise. I did build my TIE Interceptor. Which something I've realized I hate about Star Wars sets is when you build ships, you have to build like 4 the same thing over again. And so it's like, look, that's the Star Wars ships look cool, but that is the downside of building Star Wars. It's
the
always
X-Wing
like,
was no different.
yeah, it's like you
They
build
wings.
They have to be symmetrical because it's more aerodynamic because it's Star Wars.
Do the AT-AT.
Yeah, I'm not
4
looking
legs.
forward to that.
Oh man.
Oh, dude, it's
But
like
I-
do this 8, do this 12, do this 16 times. Like, oh,
You get to the point where you don't even need to look at the instructions. You just
Literally.
remember.
Yeah.
I was like literally building all the wings at the same time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But besides that, I actually really like that TIE Interceptor versus Fang Fighter set. I definitely, when it comes down to it, the TIE Interceptor is a boss. Like that thing looks epic as everything. It's a lot bigger than I was expecting. Like it is amazing. And next to my TIE Bomber and TIE Fighter, which I'll have a post about that at some point on my Instagram, it looks awesome. Like you got the fleet, and TIE Interceptors are supposed to be bigger, so it makes sense that it is a bigger ship, but it looks absolutely amazing. And so I think I go back to my original statement with that set. The set is great, but they definitely use the Fang Fighter as an afterthought and put all the effort into that TIE Interceptor. And then that Fang Fighter was definitely like, all right, we have these extra parts because we got to do $100 set. I'm guessing that was the deal or something like that. What can we make with that? So to me, it kind of sucks as someone who loves the Fang Fighter ship and Mandalorians. I feel like they could have done a lot more with that. But besides that, it's really cool. And I'm really happy that I have the set in my collection. The other thing that came in, yes.
I was just gonna say, do you feel like it's $100 value?
Oh, that's a good question.
To me, yes, because like I've kind of been collecting the like TIE Fighters, TIE Interceptor, TIE Bomber, and all the Mandalorian ships. So to me, yes. Wish it came with maybe a few more figures, but like I don't know. It's been a while since I bought like just like a $100 set. So I'd say yes, but if you can find it on sale, that's always better.
Yeah, I would agree.
Again, for me, I hate telling people what sets are worth it because when it comes down to it, it's all about you. For me, spending $400 on a castle is, hey, that's a Tuesday for me.
But what about a Batcave?
But exactly, and that's when it comes down to is like for me, that's not worth it. But a big Batman fan is gonna love it, and that's what the example I was trying to use there is like for me, you slap that castle logo on something, Lord of the Rings, yeah, it's worth it. But for someone who's like doesn't care as much about it, again, it comes down to you as the buyer and what you care about. And the other item I bought recently comes with that same thing. So I found this Knights Kingdom board game. And I think I got it was like $25, including shipping. Shipping was quite a bit. But the cool thing about it is it comes with all the main characters, and that one figure there alone is worth $18 or more.
Oh, wow.
So technically I could get my money back just with all the characters. But it's cool.
Power Rangers.
Cheesy Studios, it's a game to make people waste their time. Like there's board games are for wasting time, but like he's like, yeah, this game's pointless. Like
This show is for wasting time.
Oh,
everything is for wasting time.
Yeah. That wasn't negative. I mean, it's everything you do.
You hurt our feelings, Ethan. That's all you do.
Sorry.
Ethan,
what
you're
you said.
wasting my time.
But yeah, so
Oh.
I bought that. Really happy that's in my collection. I love finding weird stuff like that.
I like
So-
your napkins. I think
thank
that's your
you.
biggest
Thank you.
flex.
The napkins are pretty dang cool.
Did you guys see the pen? Did I show the pen on the show?
Yes.
Yeah, I
So.
ridiculed it and I shouldn't have.
I don't care. So I made a video about that. It's going out this week. So yeah, I love stuff like that. So I'm kind of right now. There's a really big purchase coming up in the middle of June
Oh no.
around Chicago, aka
Oh,
Chicago. So I'm trying to save every penny I can. So I've actually been pretty good about not buying a lot of Lego. That just came up, and I was like, I feel like I should get this because it's a really good price. So
For the record, I wanna ask you, I wanna challenge you, Brad.
yes.
Have you set a budget for Chicago in terms of Lego buying?
That's a good question.
So originally, the problem wasn't going to be buying the Lego, it was going to be getting it back. But plans have changed and I'm no longer flying. So that I don't know yet. And again, it's hard because there's not a lot of stuff that I'm like dying to get my hands on.
Yeah.
But my goal is to army build certain figures. Like I want some Fright Nights figures while I'm down there. And if I can't find them anywhere else. So if I find them there, my goal is like, okay. There's a rumor out spreading out in the wild that there's a GWP. midsummer. And if that is the case, and it's what I think it is, then I have to spend a few hundred to get that. And if that is the case, then my budget's going to be a lot less for Chicago. I'm hoping for like 200 to 400, but I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know yet.
It's on the record. We have it on the record, people.
It all depends on when I get to Chicago, how much money I've spent.
Mark this timestamp down.
Again, it all depends on what happens when I get to Chicago.
Anywho.
And you know, it's also my birthday, so maybe people would want to buy me some stuff. Ethan, how is your week Lego-wise?
Lego-wise, well, speaking of board games, I made tic-tac-toe.
What?
So the plan was for the O's to be red, but I had trouble making a small enough circle because the curved wall technique can only get you so small. So I had to use my coral pieces, which I rarely use my coral parts, which I actually really like how it
that looks great.
It goes well with I like how these X's look. They're simple, but they look pretty good. But
submit that to Lego.
That'd be cool. I think a tic-tac-toe ideas would be pretty cool. If not, I mean,
no. If they're gonna bring back tic-tac-toe, I want them to do this again.
I would love for them to do like minifigures.
Whoa,
this is fun. I made a top hat.
Holy cow, Ethan!
So you're also gonna be heavy snowman.
That's gotta be very heavy. It's very heavy. Like it's like
see his head. He's like
I'm crying on the inside, but it's very tall. And I made a magic wand stick. Expecto Patronum.
I bet you people would buy that tic-tac-toe board, Ethan.
Oh, maybe I'll create some instructions.
Are you balancing that on your head right now, or is it genuinely fitting pretty well?
So the first thing I did was
Ethan, be careful. I don't trust you doing stuff like that. Ethan, stop. Ethan, stop it. Stop it.
Okay.
So the first thing I did was I measured my head, and it's a complete circle. But I added some snap breaks, and it fits my head pretty well. But it hurts like a lot. It hurts.
Imagine walking on Lego. The pain of that, but like putting Lego into your head.
Yeah, just digging into your scalp.
But I got a wand. It's very simple, but I use one of those long axles that I got. And it's actually pretty sturdy. So that's nice to have something that's I think I did make a spear video earlier this week. And then that'll be my next video is the hat. So
Ethan, I think you should make the hat, and in the top of it, make one of the magic trick things where it looks hollow, but like there's a flap or something that you could put something in. That would be kind of cool.
That would be cool. That'd be difficult.
What if
a Lego rabbit
maybe possible?
A rabbit.
I was going to, but I might do that down the road because I've even I did like. I would love to build a rabbit because it would look cool at a convention just with a rabbit with its big ears.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe down the road I'll add a rabbit, but for now I will have the hat, wand, and Brad, I did the intro, and I used your playing cards that you sent me.
Let's go.
So,
I sent you those so long ago.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. What's funny is
it was when I got them from the Lego store.
What's funny is my mom helps me film like my intros for the videos, and I use just a regular deck of playing cards when I did a little trick. And then about 30 minutes later, we were watching a show or something. No, we were eating dinner, and I was like, "Oh, I got Lego cards," and I kind of whimpered to my mom, "I got Lego cards. You want to help me film something again?" So we had to refilm that whole thing.
Hey, Mom, I need help filming TikTok.
Hey, you're jealous.
I am jealous. I wish I had help.
You know, Matt, there's an extra room about to pop out in my house.
There you go.
That's just what we need. Brad and I living together.
There you go. You could do it.
That sounds like an awful sitcom right there. It's like You Broke Girls, but it's like
if Ethan moved in, well, it would actually have to be Zane. If Zane moved in with us, then it would be 2.5 Men.
Wow!
Did you just make a short joke?
2 weeks in a row, man.
You know what? I took that as like I'm Charlie Sheen, like I'm the adult, Rob's the gosh, not Rob. Brad's the other awkward one, and
That's
then
what I
Matt's
meant.
like the child
That's
that's
exactly
just out
what I
there
meant.
living his life, doing his thing.
I'm glad I got promoted away from child. I'm glad
Oh,
that's
you're
not
still
my
the child.
Oh.
But what you're saying is everyone in this world is taller than me. I'm the half man. I'm the half a man. Matt
Zane,
Mellish.
Zane, we know you're not a half a man.
Matt's just proud of that extra inch. I mean, it's
Only what you can see on the outside is where I'm half a man.
All right, we should
Well,
probably
anyway.
move into some news.
I make that joke.
Speaking of magic, we will be talking about Harry
I
Potter
got
later
some
on.
magic in what?
We will be talking about the Lego Harry Potter sets later on. But first, let's get right down to that new Batcave Shadow Box set.
And now for breaking news.
Okay, Batman Batcave Shadow Box. Shadow Box.
Oh my gosh.
Shadow.
All right, we are looking for a
This
new
is such a
co-host for
Matt-
Stud.
that is such a Matt Mellish joke.
It's such a dry dad humor. Shadow box. You get a shadow.
Box.
Oh,
For
God.
our audio only listeners, I put a photo on screen of a boxer with a shadow on him.
Oh
with
my
the
God.
Batman symbol. Anyways, this set is $400. It releases June 1st. Actually, I think it's June 5th. I might have gotten that wrong. I apologize. But there's 3,981 pieces. I'm just going to throw it to you guys. What do you think?
It's cool, but this is like $150, $200 set. The fact that it's $400 absolutely blows my mind. Like, I'm sorry. There's some cool stuff, like the Batmobile has the two guns that pop up. Me and Ethan watched the video for this before the show. And I mean, there's some very unique figures, like the different Batman, Michael Keaton Batman, the full neck thing.
Let's get nuts.
Let's get nuts. Alfred the Butler with 2 T's.
Ah.
I genuinely feel like this is just I feel like they're like trying to recoup their money, right? Like, so if they make it a lower price and they sell very little of them, then they won't make their money back. So if they put it for a higher price, the diehard Batman fans will buy it and they'll at least make somewhat of a profit. Because other than that, I have no understanding of why it's $400.
Can you go back, Matt?
Yeah.
Is that back?
There's
Those
the
are little
knobs
play features.
Those are a
that
lot
turn
of
all the
knobs.
play features.
So I thought it's a black box all the way around. So that's why I was just trying to figure out what was going on there.
Oh, it even has little circles.
Oh, there. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think we can all agree on one big thing about this set. The minifigure selection is phenomenal.
Agreed.
And so, like, I've watched this movie. It's great figures. They really picked. Who's the guy on the far left? Do you happen to know, Zane?
I don't know. I actually really don't.
Was he the mayor?
It looks like the guy from Back to the Future.
Here,
He
you
does.
keep talking. I'll look it up right now.
All right. So besides that guy, like, all those are recognizable characters from the movies that are really like just standout characters. And that Penguin looks amazing. The Batmobile is phenomenal. Like, that is a great looking car. They really scaled it down to make it feel like, I don't think we've gotten something this size and that good of quality for this version of that mobile. And we've seen it for other Batmobiles. So we knew they could do it. So I'm really happy we did get this. So that's really good. For me, the box, I like that left side a lot of it. We got the whole cave. That side looks phenomenal. Like, they really did a great job on that left side there. There's a lot of cool details. It's what you want on a Batcave. I love how there's a garage door for the Batmobile to go out of. But where this set gets me is that they tried to make, like, I said all that positive stuff. I want to, on the record, I do think there's positive things about this set. Because I've seen a lot of people fly off the handle that I was like, that you're just not making any points here. You're just saying it's stupid. You didn't say,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's a cool idea to have the bat. I just don't think it uses parts that you didn't need to use, that you could have used for other stuff. And that's what I think is the problem with this set. It's a cool idea to have the shadow box, but all those extra parts could have been used to build out the Batcave more or make a good looking Batcave.
Like a full double-sided Batcave, like it opens up and there's
Yeah.
You could have done that symbol out of like full pieces, right? Like do like a yellow black Batman or just like a gray bat like on it, and then as you open it, it's double-sided, right?
Yeah.
Instead of being a shadow box.
What I really struggle with the box aspect of it is how dark it's gonna look.
Yeah, like
This is a render. Keep in mind when you have it on your shelf. Look at some of the Legos.
It's gonna get lost.
Collection. It all is gonna get lost in the shadow because it's all dark gray and black. I only work in dark gray and black.
Really,
But
dark gray.
I wish there was a yellow highlight around it of some kind or something, just because you're not gonna know what it is from a distance.
Yeah.
And I agree, that's a lot of parts that went into creating that box shape all around. That's where the $400 has to come from.
Yes, because that's a lot of repetitive stacking bricks. Now, like people are like, oh, but you build castles. That's just like, no. Look at the 90th anniversary castle. That's got shape to it. It's got, that's the same black part stacked over and over and over again. Like to me, at least. So.
Okay. I know
yes.
who that guy is. Sorry, the figure. His name
Yes.
is Max Shriek. Max Shriek is a ruthless business mogul who served alongside with the Penguin in
Right.
that
Okay.
movie. He's just a really bad rich guy.
Okay.
Batman's
Correct.
good.
Not Shriek. I'm sorry.
So,
I had to-
like, honestly, if you got rid of the bat symbol too, it would also look really
What is it?
cool.
Max Shrek.
Shrek. Shriek's better.
Do you know who he's played by?
Oh, what's his name? I'll figure it out. Give me a second.
Also, I kind of agree with this comment. Like, if they had LED strips in it or something, it would look so much better. Like, this is a
Lighting kits.
Lighting kits are
Christopher Walken.
Yes. This is the first figure with Christopher Walken in Lego.
Yep.
I just think there's so many ways that whole bad thing makes it so hard to see inside it too. I don't know. That just looks awful. Like that.
That's boring. It's just a box.
Do you want to see
Yeah.
something really awful? Wait. Okay, look.
Look
I
at all
like
the detail inside of it too. Like
I like
It's
the play
cool.
features, but imagine if the whole thing looked like this with different
no, and that's what I'm
pop
saying.
outs, weapons.
If they hadn't used the $200,
That looks awful.
oh my god.
Oh, the blurry guy in the background.
Okay, you know what we should do? We should rent out an Airbnb and take actual photos for some of these sets of what they should look like.
Can I just point something out? Look at this. Look at what this woman is wearing. This poor woman, this is her only Lego set. She must really be a Batman fan because look how much of a minimalist she is.
Look at her house.
But
Black
it looks
and
like
yellow
it looks like Chewbacca from the holiday special. It
Oh
literally is
my
the
gosh.
same wardrobe. The exact
Also,
same.
like her whole house, like if you look at it, it's like black, black, black.
And some yellow accents.
They needed
Yeah.
color in this photo, and they're like, we need the bright red.
She
to
built
make the photo
this
not
house
boring.
specifically to display this set with black and yellow.
Well, look at the yellow even. It's not even a lot of yellow. It's like, oh crap, we forgot the yellow. They're like, someone put a sauce dish and a cup in there.
Yeah, it was
Let's call it
yellow.
a day.
The
Yeah.
yellow and
But,
red
like,
look really
What
nice
is
together.
that? What?
It's so true. Like Matt, you're
Not on the top of
totally
some
right.
stairs?
I agree with. I know it's a shelving system, Matt. I agree with you 100. Wait, no, maybe that is at the top of some stairs. What the?
Look in the back, you'll see two empty portraits of just like concrete.
Modern.
Lego
Modern
is so
sculptures.
disconnected from their fans. It's sad.
Could
Like,
you imagine?
A slab portrait.
Could you imagine me with a Chewbacca holiday special red robe? I would
Dude,
love that.
I like fire.
I,
but, like,
Oh,
I
on
love
God.
those-
Bussin'.
Those play features are amazing. I'm looking at them and it's so cool. Like that is what I love
Yeah.
about the castle is when I can get like I literally have it sitting right next to me and I will just turn the knob for the drawbridge or open it up and spin the wheels. Like
Yeah.
it's fun. And having that, you can show a friend that or whatever. Like, that is amazing. That left side, as I said, is amazing. Well done. The thing with the Batcave, and also I can like open up the door, because like I love opening it. I don't know, doors and buildings are really cool for some reason to me. Like, that you can spin it.
But look
That
at
all
this.
looks great.
Look
That
at
whole
this. You can't tell what anything is.
No, you just see a giant bat symbol. They should have just done the UCS bat light, which is just a big hunkin' bat signal. Sorry, bat signal is what I was trying to think of. That's literally what they should have done instead if they wanted just a bat symbol. It disappoints me so much with this set.
They did the Batmobile really, really well. It's not like it has those kitty action features. Zane, you were talking earlier how, and I don't have a photo showing it. It's in the video if you go to lego.com. The guns pop out of the top. It's not like they have stud shooters on them either.
No.
This is accurate to the look of how it should be for an adult.
Well, and the fact that little things pop off too, which is kind of cool. It's like
boop. I also want to know, Matt, cover your ears for a second. There was a rumor that we were going to get a Batmobile for this movie for that size. And I wonder if what people saw was just what's in this set, or if we're actually going to get one. Because if we do get one, no one's going to be buying this set, because that means all the good things, like, yeah. And
like the pilot from the Republic gunship.
Yeah. It's also, I mean, it's a whole vehicle though. And also on top of that, I'm pretty sure we're getting this Batman and other things.
Yes.
So to me, it's just like, what's the point of this? People have trashed this set, and I don't think they are really putting thoughts why. And I feel like, guys, if you're watching our show, I really hope we explained why we don't like it. And like, it's not.
I challenge the viewers, if you're rewatching this on replay, or if you're in the chat right now, if you want this set, if you're gonna buy this, please tell us like why you like it, because I want to understand like where your perspective is. Are you a big Batman fan? Are you a specific fan of this film? Are you a fan of Michael Keaton back then? Are you like, do you buy a lot of Lego? Do you have other Lego that you buy? I really want to know where you're coming from.
I think, yes, agreed. But I think what it comes down to, Lego DC is one of the most not done Lego themes. Like, what was the last Lego Batman set we got? Our Super DC set. It was the
Harley Quinn Batman.
Yeah. And then before that, it was that like the last movie, the 3 sets that had to do with that.
Yeah, there's a Tumblr.
Yep.
No, there was a Tumblr.
So sorry, the Tumblr was the big one, but they did have the Batman Batmobile, and then they had the Batman motorcycle that's out right now, and they had his smaller stuff. Remember, they had his smaller Batcave.
Yes.
But that was a while ago.
There's a smaller Tumblr with a Scarecrow. That was a good set.
Yeah.
I think that was longer than last year, because I was still working at the Lego store. Maybe so. It was very early last year, at least. So
the Tumblr was way back there. It was like 2 years ago.
Sorry. What I'm trying to say is, Batman fans are starved. Batman fans don't have sets. This is your only option right now.
Yeah.
So if you are a Batman fan, that's the only reason this set will get any sales. But I don't.
It's also exciting with the Flash coming out and focusing on Keaton.
But I have a feeling there's gonna be better. I don't know. I'm just putting out what I think. Like, it's
hard to tell.
It's an awful set. Like that. The only way this looks good is if you open it and have it like.
It does fold out the whole way. It looks like in the video, it does fold out the whole way. I know a lot of people were worried that it might not, but if you watch the full video, it looks like it will be able to go flat against a wall if you really wanted it to. But look, there are redeemable parts of the set, like we were talking about. The figures are good. I wish some of them had more leg printing. The Penguin also could have used like a white or gray face. There's aspects of them that I'm not happy about. It's interesting too. The other bat suit with the cowl has a dual molded eyepiece in it, so it doesn't have to go on a printed face where he has the goggles on top. So that's interesting as well. I don't know. The Batmobile clearly is a great part of the set. We've mentioned that before, but I like the play features, although it's not a play set. So you run into that kind of mixture. Sort of reminds me of the Indiana Jones
Temple
of the Golden Idol set.
which I find those features fun because
me,
again,
to me, the left side is the Lego set, and the right side is like if you were to mock the set up to be like to me, this is a mock, and sometimes mocks don't need to become Lego sets. It's just
I
the
agree.
idea is cool, but sometimes not everyone wants the idea. It's cool to see, but the left side is the Lego set, and then
Well, here's another problem.
An extension like the front, because
Looking at
great with
Wait,
lights.
Zane, Ethan's talking.
Sorry, yeah, no, sorry. I keep thinking.
He's actually talking, Zane.
No, sorry, Ethan. Go ahead. My brain just noticed something else. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I think the idea is cool. It would be cool, like it's a cool one-time see as a mock, but not as like a $400 Lego set.
No.
But I can tell you, light kits will go crazy over the like people. If you get the set, you're gonna want a light kit for it. It needs it. But it's cool. There's some cool aspects. Play features are fun.
Here's the problem that I'm seeing with it. So go back to the picture of it closed, the one right before this one. So if you like, as I'm sitting here looking at it, like the bat symbol itself even starts to mold with the background.
Yes.
Like it's not like the background's like a dark gray and the front's black, and it's like no, there's that contrast, right?
Squint your
black,
eyes at it.
It's black behind black. So it doesn't make any sense.
No. It's awful. It's to me, this sucks because it's like, all right, we got a $400 set we got to do for Batman. It's gonna be about the Batcave. Okay, let's put it in a box. Well, we could use $200 of those parts to like make the rest of the Batcave. No, let's put it in a box. The fans will love it. They can carry it around. Like
maybe they were inspired by real bats that live in bat boxes.
If that is the case, then they're more stupid than I think they are. Like, no offense. Maybe the designer was told, "Hey, you got to have it in this spot, like a display thing," and they didn't know what else to do. Like, there's so many better ways. It's not though.
I want to know where the designer was coming from. I really want to know the process for like where the ideation started, because something like the Little Mermaid set with that shell, that is not going to be in the Little Mermaid film. Yeah. The key story features of it are somewhat,
but there's color and more to that. Like, I would be fine with them having the freedom with the Batman set.
I would love some color in my Batman set.
But that's just it's a black box. That's what it comes down to, with a black box, the bat symbol. And you wasted $200 worth of parts that you didn't need to waste. You could have had a $200 set or an even better $400 Batcave.
You could mock it. You could take the other half off, the right half.
But what's the point of it even being?
And you can make a top hat out of it.
My biggest thing about this set is, why did it need to be in the box in the first place? It's not like it's a carry around case because there's no handle or anything. There's no point. And the more I think about it, the less it makes sense to me that it needs to be in a box. Like, why couldn't they have just made a cool looking Batcave? And I think that's what's starting to frustrate me, is that there could have been a $400, like we had the Adam West Batcave. There could have been a cool Batcave like that. And I don't think that set did maybe do
that would have worked better in this style, because you could have actually seen like
there's
the
color in it.
And there was more color to it than just
but there's no point in the there's no point in this style of Batcave. That's the biggest point I'm trying to make at this thing. There's no point to put it in a box at all. If someone can leave a good comment of why it should be in this box, of why it makes any sense at all that should be in a box that folds out, because I
know what it is, Brad.
I would buy another Nexo Knight set.
they wanted to make like a dollhouse, kind of folded it, but they wanted it Batman themed.
Yeah.
Why does a $400 set need to be a dollhouse?
Well, the truth of the matter is, it didn't have to be $400. I think that's where I'm getting lost with it.
They could have used 1x bricks to make it
Yeah. You could have done something different. I understand that the design process starts with the price and then they flesh it out from there. I get that. But my problem is, I'm getting really tired of $400 sets. I know we've had the Batwing and the big Batmobile sets, the Tumbler, and this is kind of in that vein, but not really. This
It's
doesn't
different
pair
than that
well
even.
with them. It doesn't
No.
feel like.
The thing is, I would have been fine with a $400 Batman set because Batman fans deserved a $400 playset. I'm sorry, DC fans in general. Oh my gosh, that is the best comment. He looks like Vector.
Oh my gosh. Curse your tiny toilet.
Oh yeah.
But like to me, there's no like it makes perfect sense to give DC fans a $400 not play set, but like minifigure scale set. To me, that's fine because Marvel's been getting it, all these other groups have been getting it, but not DC. DC hasn't been getting this kind of set, like the Sanctum Sanctorum or set like that.
A bad.
But
set.
why does it need to be in a box?
No,
All right,
and
I'm gonna play it down.
I guess
gonna
why I
be-
brought up the pricing is because when I think of overpriced sets, that's where my mind goes. The Hulk Buster, the
Mhm.
Black Panther bust. Like those sets didn't need to be those prices. They didn't need to be that big. This didn't need to be that big. You didn't need the hinge on the front to make it a shadow box. I get that they're trying to make it a cool display piece for adults. I understand.
But they failed.
At the end of the
I'll stop.
day, I think you're also pricing people out with what the model actually is. There's a difference between paying $400 for a black Batman box versus even like I would pay $240 for this X-Wing because this is quite large. This is just as large as that. Maybe that's a little larger. But ultimately, I think a good place to sort of start wrapping this conversation up is it might be a lot of fun to build. And I think we need to sometimes it's hard to critique something without having it in hand.
Mhm.
I will say that. So let's see the reviews. Let's see what people have to say when it actually comes out, because the truth of the matter is these images are also photoshopped. The shadows are brought up. It's easier to see in the inside of this a little bit. I mean, it's still difficult, but it's going to be far different in this studio that we're looking at images of rather than in our own houses. Zane, you're a bigger Batman fan than I am. Where are you at with it? Is this something that you would ever buy?
If it was honestly, if it was $250, I would buy it because like the Daily Bugle is a building, a big rectangle building, but it's a building, so it makes more sense. I mean, for $400, you could do a Wayne Manor that was like on top of like a bat cave, right? I know that they're like two separate area type of thing, but like
No, but that would have been cool.
right? Like
For
a Wayne Manor,
$400, that would have been great.
for
Oh, yeah, I would-
$400, a Wayne Manor that was on top of a bat cave that you could put the Batmobile inside of, something like that. Like that would be super cool. A building, something we've never seen from DC or DC Lego. In fact, at least that I can. If there's anything like that size, that price, anyone can think of, please let me know, because I don't think there is.
The Adam West one had an upstairs to it, but they didn't have like a Sanctorum or anything like that yet.
Was it
They
like
haven't done them much.
$400 like
It
worth?
was like $200. It was a good looking set though. I don't think it sold too well just because of Adam West though.
Yeah.
So
But I just the
Yeah.
box doesn't make sense. The shadows won't be there. Vector right there obviously doesn't care. He's busy looking at his his cheese slices on the steps. Oh, and that answers the question. Look behind him. Those are actually she. Sorry, it's not a he. Go back to that picture. Those are steps. So one of the pictures with your concrete paintings, those are steps.
oh my gosh.
We just confirmed it. It's at the top of the stairs. Who sits on their stairs and plays it? That's just an accident waiting to happen. I do like Batman. I do like the Michael Keaton. A lot of hype behind, like you said, the new Flash movie that's coming out. People are super hyped about this, which I can't blame them because there is some cool stuff like the detailing, the tools, the car. I mean,
The logo right
$250,
there.
the big
brick
logo that's inside of the giant logo. I don't logo.
I think
on
it's a
top.
Batman set.
I think it's a
Oh.
Batman set. I'm pretty
There's
sure.
so much there's not much color. They had to put the logos.
Well, I can't get mad at the color thing because I think of like everything Star Wars is everything's big gray spaceships, right? Big gray things. So you can't really we can't really complain about a big black box because we buy big gray spaceships. But
Would you buy a Star Wars big box?
no,
No, it would have
Honestly,
to be completely the right thing for me.
if
to
you
buy
told
it.
me this was from
This Hoth. Hoth
I
is
was about to
like
say,
the most-
I was about to say Hoth, right? Snow. It was all white, and you had some snow.
It has
speeders and
Star
stuff in
Wars
there.
lettering on the outside instead of the bat symbol. Like it
Well,
says
honestly,
Star
okay,
Wars.
if they
Or
didn't have
Rebel.
the symbol part of it and it was just like an open box in the front or something, like that would be kind of cool if you had the different levels of like, something. I
the
don't know.
Rancor pit, Jabba's palace. That would look cool. And
Yeah.
I think that would work.
Yeah,
Just make it tall.
Zan, you're right. A rebel symbol, something like that would also go well with
Yeah,
it.
a rebel symbol, have like a cave type thing. Empire Strikes Back. All that stuff.
Don't give
Anyways,
them ideas. Don't give them
sorry,
ideas.
sorry. It's too expensive. It's a unique, like Ethan said. It's a very, like someone had to have made a mock, and then they decided to run with it because it's very mocky. Like I would be impressed if I saw this as a mock at a
Mhm.
Lego convention
With lights and
with lights, not a
motors and-
set. If someone made this, I would be like, wow, that's a really cool idea. You made a shadow box, Batman, the symbol, amazing.
I wouldn't go. I want it though.
Yeah, I would not want. Oh, I should buy this. No, I'd be like, wow, you were really creative and way to go. I like those. What stalemates? What?
Stalagmites and
Stalagmites.
stalactites.
Stalagmites and stalactites. Oh my gosh! But
Ethan,
those are
final,
in the movie though.
Yeah.
Ethan,
no.
final thoughts. So we can move on.
If you're a Batman fan, you should get this set if you have $400.
If you're a hardcore Batman fan,
This set is incredible. This person hates their life. Look at that. Look at that.
Even the smile you can tell is fake. It's just
They
so forced.
do not want to be there right now. Anyways, speaking of Batman,
you know what though? Compared to that other set, I'd rather get this.
this actually looks good. Honestly,
we don't
I
have
like
a
the
price on
ears.
these yet. These are British pounds, so 31.99 general.
31
Great
pounds.
British
That's
pounds.
heavy.
Like
All I want to
35
know
bucks.
though is could this fit in one of the sides of those big UCS sets?
This
Like,
would
could
fit
you-
in the
like-
Hulkbuster.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can fit the Iron Man and the Hulkbuster. Can you fit Batman in like the Tumbler or one of those like other big cars? Like,
I would say no. I would guess. No.
well,
That's
okay, it's
the
awful.
next.
then.
That's next year's set.
Oh gosh, no, no,
I think
no.
what disturbs me about this is the face because
Yeah.
it's a real human-like face.
It's
and-
too action figure-y.
When we get to the Captain America,
Oh, that's what
That's-
it reminds me of.
even worse. So we have the Batman, we have Captain America, and we have Wolverine. We can kind of talk about these three at the same time.
Ooh,
It reminds me too
Look at
much
that
of like
kid.
these faces from Knight's Kingdom 2.
Right.
Like they're too realistic looking for a Lego.
This is the audience. This is the general age. Keep that in mind.
this is like the Bionicle of the kids now, and I'm sure they would like. Look at that kid. It looks like he's genuinely happy to play with Wolverine.
Wait,
I was
look
gonna
at
say the
him,
same thing.
and then
Oh, yeah. She's like, wow, I don't know which part to touch. And then the kid's like, look at this thing. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think-
that they're good for kids. I
I
think that-
don't like the fingers. I will say
Yeah.
that.
they
Yeah,
kind of
those are
bother
weird.
me as well.
Yeah.
The Wolverine is the worst one in my opinion, and Captain
Definitely.
America, and then I think Batman's not too bad. but
Batman's not bad. I think the
He's the best
cape
out of all
and
three.
it being black saves him.
yes,
Yeah.
Well, and his face feels a little bit more narrow. The other ones feel super
Yeah.
wide.
yeah, and I also they just feel skinny. Yeah, and especially his. So I mean, glad to see they're doing more X-Men stuff. But can we get better X-Men stuff than mechs? Why has he only been a mech in that so far? I don't get
How
it.
much are these? 30? What is it like 25 or 30 bucks?
Yeah,
No, it's like
about 20
$35.
Man.
We don't have the US prices yet. This was
Yeah.
only on UK Lego Shop at Home. So, I mean, look, granted, they're not for us, but even for kids, like, depends
Kind
on
of
what.
disturbing.
This is 8+. So I'm thinking if I'm 8 years old, am I going to enjoy building and
No.
playing with this? Or would
mean,
I rather have a
The
set
kid
with
didn't look
figures?
8.
Yeah.
The kid looks
I-
like 4.
To me, well, that's yeah.
Yeah, way
To
younger.
me, like I was thinking about this with the Knight's Kingdom 2 big figs and Bionicles. Like I actually really enjoyed them when I was younger because they were bigger and I didn't want to like, there were little things in the hand you were playing around with. But these are bigger and you can still have the same adventures and customize them. So to me, I think they're good for that. But I honestly wish some of them were a little more generic. So you could have fun. I miss Bionicle because Bionicle, there's so much cool stuff you could do with them. But these are just action figures, but they're gonna fall apart easier. So
Let's
And
compare
that's the
them to
truth.
mechs. Would you rather have a mech with a minifigure or a brick built action figure?
I would rather have a brick built mech, and here's
I
why.
want the minifigure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm 8 years old, I would rather get an action figure than one of these buildable figures. I'm at that age. I've graduated to the next level. I want my Wolverine that is not buildable, that's not going to fall apart when I'm having him battle someone else.
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. So I think we can move on. I think we all agree.
Yeah. Do we have enough time to cover this next theme?
Let's do it quickly.
Okay. So we have some brickheads, Harry Potter and
Who
Cho
cares?
Chang.
Not us.
$20 for each of them. Do we care?
No.
Are we buying them?
I like
Are
the
we done
Quidditch
with
one.
the
Brickhead fans might care. I think they
Yeah.
look great.
They
But-
look fine.
They look good. You know that's a weird pairing, but yeah. Okay.
Brad, you're
Um,
more of a Harry Potter fan than I am.
I think they look good, but I
pick
don't
one
care.
out of the three. If you were going to get one,
The
which would it
Quidditch
be?
ones. They got fun colors. Oh, sorry, the Slytherin and Hufflepuff Quidditch ones. So I don't
These
know.
ones
They
up?
look cool.
Okay.
Have we gotten a Harry Potter brickhead before?
Yes,
Yeah, many
a
times.
few.
Okay.
How do we feel
Uh,
about the Quidditch trunk?
I love this. It's so unique, and also this is the first set that you can actually get all 4 of the Quidditch teams in one set. Also, I think it's a fun idea, and there's also like a kind of game where you can like shoot this thing through on the hoops, and then another person kind of try to move the character back and forth to stop them. So there is that interesting side of it. I like how it folds up. I like how you can customize, like you could do with other box, and also the new hood pieces that go with the
Those are
capes look
nice.
pretty cool. So besides that, yeah, I like it. It's fun. It's unique and
$67.99.
yeah.
That's a
And
weird price.
I've had some of the Quidditch sets. Quidditch
That's
sets
like-
aren't usually great. I'd rather have a full-blown Quidditch pitch, which I think is something they should do at some point. But I think for as Quidditch sets go, this is pretty good.
I like it. I definitely think it's a positive. Because the other trunk didn't do as good. From what I've heard, the
No.
other trunk, the back side of it wasn't completed whenever it was folded down and everything like that. And I hear that, I heard it wasn't very good. So the play feature on it, I think that's fun. I didn't know that was a thing. The customizability, it just seems like a good little, display piece. And if you want to play with it, just like how Brad was talking about, sometimes you just kind of fiddle with some of your Lego sets. This is one that I would be like, oh, let's kind of fiddle with this. Let's see what's going on here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
$67 feels like a weird price.
Yeah.
But
It's a little too
like-
high.
I think that's because of all the different figure toys
Yeah.
and customizable head pieces.
but it's not horrible. I'm not like, oh my
Yeah.
god. It's like
It's just a weird price. It's 67. It's like
It's such
typing
a-
random numbers on a calculator.
it's not. If it was like $60, I feel like I'd be more comfortable with it.
They did that a lot this year. I've
Yeah.
noticed like starting last month, like there's been a lot of sets that have been just like really weird prices. So I think we can move on from this one. I think we got.
Yeah.
I
I
hate
love
it
this.
so much.
What?
It's
I
so-
love it.
Here we
so
go.
weird. It's an
Here we go.
abomination.
Get ready, people. Grab your popcorn.
But
Grab your
that's all
popcorn.
I
Sit
got.
back and enjoy the show.
That's all I got. It just looks like an abomination to Dobby, especially the new fingers work, but
The new fingers are so gross. They're so weird. But
yeah.
I gotta tell you, I think so. My family, my mother, and all of us growing up as kids, like my mother loved Harry Potter, and my dad was Star Wars, right? So Harry Potter was a big thing. We had a dog that her face looked just like Dobby. We got it from the pound and everything like that, and so Dobby was her name. And it's just, I don't know, seeing this was super exciting. Do I think it's a giant rectangle and they could have definitely done better?
Yeah.
Yes. Could the legs have definitely been better? Yes. Will I buy it? Yes. I didn't realize it came with the cake. I think that was a cool little scene. I'm glad they incorporated something, not just the figure. You know what I mean? Like they're like, this is a mediocre figure. Let's give him a sock and the cake.
Maybe a
and,
knife, you know?
maybe.
I don't think you got the reference that I was saying.
The knife.
That's how he dies.
Oh, good night. Oh yeah, right
Dobby
there.
dies. Spoiler alert.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
I'm just
I do think he's cute though. I'm happy they made a
A lot
Dobby.
tinier
So
than I thought.
small.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too
That's like-
boxy. I mean, it is $35, but it's
Okay,
not
that's
me.
not-
It's
You
not
get
bad
the-
for the price.
what's I like is I have one what's the color of like that color? I have one piece in that color.
It's like peach. It's like
Ye-
like a light
Peach.
peach.
It's
Peaches,
like
peaches,
flesh. I think
peaches,
no,
peaches.
it's just regular nougat. It's light nougat. That's the color because they're in the Harry Potter like characters as well. But I would like some light nougat more than my one part. I think
I like more medium nougat. I think that'd be
Yeah.
better.
I think we can move on because we're talking about colors.
Expecto
Hate this even
Patronum.
more. This is not a Patronus. This is like what a
It's an
Patronus.
expecto Patronum.
Expecto Patronus.
I like that there's multiple different builds you can do with it, which
That's
is like
even better.
Ooh,
I like
is
that.
a bear.
It's a wolf.
A wolf?
Which
I like that.
Wait, I don't even think it's. I don't remember. I don't like this at all. So
Why don't you like it?
Really?
it's just the colors of it. Like Patronuses are like see-through,
Translucent?
basically. This is very not translucent, and they try to make it a little bit with some of those colors. Like I don't know. I
Well,
just
it's like the
what's the
chrome
point of
stuff.
this?
Like the N1 should have been chrome, but Lego
Yeah.
will never make a chrome. They'll never make a full set out of
Oh, yeah.
translucent. So
No. I'm sorry. It's just like it's
to me-
it's out of everything as a display thing from Harry Potter. I don't think this was the move.
What is going on back there? What happened?
Ethan,
A nightmare just happened.
a lot just fell off. What
Why
happened?
were you even back there?
Why
I
were
was gonna
you
grab
for-
the. I was going to grab the April Fool's horse thing to compare.
Oh my god.
And how did that work
Alright,
out?
Let's
Ethan?
move
Oh,
on.
it was not good.
I like this. I will also be buying this. I think it was a really cool idea that it's 2-in-1 and
I
it's
do like
full blown
that.
2-in-1. I didn't realize that until just now, until you showed the picture.
Yeah.
I thought it
I
was just
really
the stag.
hate to be that guy, but $70 is a lot for this.
Yep.
It is. Again, I agree, but I'm over the pricing. I mean, besides the $400.
I'm
freaking
never gonna
dollars.
get over it. I'm never gonna get over it.
I
I'm sorry.
can't. Like I have to.
Again,
Those
it
are
comes
things I
down to
can't worry
whoever
about,
it
and I can't-
is. Like I
Yes.
talked about, when it comes down to buying sets, it all comes down to the person and what they enjoy.
Yeah.
I
To
just
me-
I can't control it. I
Yeah.
can't. I don't
Yeah.
have any control over it, and it's just is
No.
what it is. And like $400 for a box, yeah, that's way too much. There's definitely things that I can live with and things I can't. Like you said, down to the person. $70 for this. If I saw it at Target and I wanted to pick up a Lego, I'd definitely grab it. Like to me, that feels more worth it than some of the other $70 sets.
Yeah,
I'm
but
curious
to
what
me,
kind
it's
of blue
whatever.
that is. It's like that lighter blue.
yeah,
Right? Like a sand, like a
It's-
light sand.
It's not
blue.
medium azure, but it's the
Azure?
lighter version of
Lighter version.
All
He
right.
sounds drunk.
medium blue. Medium blue. I think it's medium blue.
Battle of Hogwarts.
So I don't care
Oh.
about the set particularly, but what I care about is what it makes. I don't know if you can show that image yet, but it's so cool that Lego this whole time was building up to a crazy, awesome, huge castle that actually looks like the front of the castle. So for those who haven't seen the image, you can take all those new green castle
Oh.
parts and you put them together. And have you seen the image, Zane? It looks
Yeah.
absolutely
That's
fantastic.
awesome.
And to me,
finally.
like the gray roofs couldn't do that. This to me is such a big deal that they have been planning, or maybe not planning it, but they've been doing it.
That it works that way.
Yes, because a lot of people gave this new system hate. And I'd say, look, if you still think the gray ones are better than these after you see that, it's amazing. Also, I am curious though, like, okay, so I do really like this set because it is part of that. And there are some really cool new figures in it. It's not the craziest one for me out of all of them. Like if I looked at all the ones, I'd be like, yeah, it's maybe like last.
It's a
My one
lid, but
question
the-
though is, what are they going to do after? Because they're finishing off the castle, kind of. Are they going to start like pulling the castle back, or are they going to reboot it? Because if they're going to reboot it, I'm not
a
happy
third
about that.
time.
Yeah,
That's a really
exactly.
good question. That's a
So-
really good question.
Oh yes,
Boom.
this. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like that. Oh, it looks amazing. Like
It makes you want to get all of the sets.
All of them.
I legitimately was
Agreed.
like, am I considering actually going back and buying all these? But like, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
No,
I wish they would have all came out at the same time.
or at
yeah.
least teased it. Like they were like, "Hey, this is our plan."
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
but
had
at
a
the same time,
shadow of the rest of the castle, right?
If
You
Yeah.
oh, like
revealed
each
the
piece that's like
sets.
unlocked, like
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think so. We talked about down there when the Chamber of Secrets set came out and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Me and Brad were speculating that it would be super cool if all of these went together and made a castle, because the was it a $500 Hogwarts castle that has like those
Yeah.
micro figures and stuff.
Yeah.
We talked about how much better it would be if this made a full castle. We were just saying that just for giggles. I won't say the first half of that. Hey, I'm doing
really
good
thought
today.
You were going to. You are doing well.
Yeah.
I'm conscious about this, y'all. Conscious. I'm excited about this, and I'm not even a huge Harry Potter Lego fan. I'm pretty sure my mom, who sees this, she'll even be hyped, because at the end of it, how much money do you think it'll actually cost to make this? Do you have that information?
If you had bought the sets as they went, are all these? What is retired from it?
I don't think any of
actually
this
know
is
yet.
They're all pretty new still, aren't they? At least for the
Maybe
last
Chamber of
year?
Secrets, but I don't know. It wasn't last year. It was the year before they came out.
Was it really?
Yeah. So I only remember that because I was working at the Lego store when they came out. So to me, there are some, if you look at it, there are some like areas you can kind of see inside the castle, but this looks so much better than the gray roofs. The angles, I love the new modular system. So I think what this is just amazing. The path they took with it is just phenomenal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Chamber of
Agreed.
Secrets is still in production. The original nanoscale castle was $469.99. Granted, it was detailed, but it was micro scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what sets aren't available, and it seems like all of these that need to make it are still on Lego.com.
If Chamber of Secrets is still going, then all of it is still going. So
Chamber of Secrets is still going. It's $150.
I love this.
Yeah.
I would love it if they expand it into some other areas. Like they started doing Hogsmeade, but they're always going to they always do a castle thing. So that's what concerns me, is like a reboot. But I'm also like, there's so much you could do behind this, like classrooms and stuff.
Do you need the fluffy set to make this?
No, actually.
Because that is retired.
No, wait. Yes, you do. Second,
Well, what number is the fluffy set?
I think that's 76401.
I'm looking at it right now.
Is it
76387?
76387? Nope.
No,
it's
that's
not in here.
weird. That's really weird that one
is weird.
Because that means there are a couple other ones that you didn't have to buy to make this.
But I mean, at the same time, I mean, yes, we all know that there's gonna be some rooms and some things that are missing.
The gift with purchase. Would you need the gift with purchase?
No, you don't. Both of those aren't in here either. And there's 2 gift with purchases that connect with the castle.
Interesting.
So to me, I think when I talked to Lauren Bewitching Bricks, who's a huge Harry Potter fan and owns all of these, she's like, I'm pretty sure there is room in different areas to connect all that stuff. So
that'd be cool.
Cool. It's really cool.
Even what it looks like so far is still solid, and I think the path they took was the smartest.
You're solid.
So I honestly think they should be doing this more with other sets. Like you could totally do this with Lord of the Rings. I think Castle, this would be one of the, if they ever brought back Lego Castle, making sets like this that all go together to make a bigger, like, would just be awesome. So again, I think I like this set and what it means, but I'm also kind of, and it's also cool that they're doing stuff from this movie. But also
they said
to
they
me,
wouldn't too.
Yeah. But it also scares me of like, what is Harry Potter going to do next? So
I hope I'm so scared for the
And
yeah, hope honestly, I can see that happening too. So
I think this is one final way to kind of go out with a bang for
big
now,
hurrah.
and then reboot it in 10 more years. Ethan,
well, also, sorry, one last thing that we haven't been thinking about is there is a Harry Potter TV show that's supposed to come out here in the next few years, which means that
HBO.
Warner Brothers is going to be like, hey, Lego, you can't make anything from the movies anymore, because they're going to promote the crap out of that show as much. So every set that comes out is going to be from that. So it means we're going to get a new castle. We're going to get a new this. We're going to get a new that. But it also could mean Harry Potter Lego Harry Potter just ends. So
that they're not going to end Harry Potter. It sells too well.
There's other reasons politically and other stuff.
Oh, okay.
People have been
like licensing agreements and
yeah. There's so many reasons I've heard that people have thought that Harry Potter might end. So
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, and there's all of that too. So
It has a lot of baggage at the moment.
Yes.
What pieces are those connected to the wands? Are those just studs or
I
hollow
can't
studs?
tell if those are actual pieces or if that's like a Photoshop.
They look like translucent roller skates on my thing.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Is there any more sets from this wave?
There is, I believe, 2 more. Sorry to go long here, folks. Weasley's Wizard
I
Wheezes,
hate this so much.
$90.
I have the full-blown one, and this is just it's such a downgrade. And then they also make the Owl Emporium, which is like, okay, come on, give us a little bit more than just like one owl and nothing else to it. So in my opinion, it kind of feels like they're redoing the whole Diagon Alley. And I feel like this is a sad start to it. So
that is kind of an odd play for them. Diagon Alley, how long has that been retired? Is it retired?
I don't even know if it is retired. So
man, because I think Diagon Alley I saw it in person. It's an incredible looking set.
Yeah, I have it. It's great. So
and this doesn't do
that
justice whatsoever.
No, I like that we got a new building for Diagon Alley, but besides that, it's like, okay, we just got Diagon Alley. Why did we need another? Like that is the most interesting building from Diagon Alley. But again, if they're because it does kind of seem like they're going to like reboot all of Diagon Alley in a way, and this doesn't like it. This is not a great start to it. That's all.
Once again, the set is so flat. Like you get the front facade, but it's almost like in like plays how they make stage craft and it just seems like it's gonna it's a cardboard wall that's about ready to fall down. That's what it looks like to me.
Well,
it's a backdrop.
You see the studs on the side, the Technic pieces. To me, that says that there's going to be more.
It's also for this set, but I do agree. That's how Harry Potter has made its money, is just by making like as many modular things as possible that go together. But it's also like, maybe if they do a Gringotts, this can connect to it. Like, but at the same time, like, the Diagon Alley they had was so much better. Why couldn't they've just made more buildings for that? And this isn't even a good play set because people are like, oh yeah, it's a play set, but that's not even a good play set. So sorry, I'm not.
If you guys have made it this far, though, everybody make sure you hit that thumbs up. Everybody just slap a thumbs up. Tell us what you think.
Yes,
you might like it. If you like it, tell us why. We're interested.
Mm-hmm. And if you made it this far, type Ethan is the best.
Hashtag no. Hashtag make Ethan a Lego model.
Oh yeah, hashtag make Ethan a Lego model. That's the thing.
Zane, you're a Harry Potter fan.
I am a Harry Potter. Harry, you're a hazard wary. So I again, the front of it's pretty. I feel like that's a ton of stickers. A lot. Every single one of those words, the face, all of it. A lot of stickers. The vomit, every one of those pieces of candy. I hope that they're not, but it's kind of a letdown because it's such a unique building and such a unique scene and everything like that. And then just to make a cardboard cutout of it is just kind of, and then charge $90. That again, see, there it is. There's a price where I'm like, too much. If this is $40 for the front half, okay, all right, well, maybe.
Even I think 60 would have been better.
Yeah, even 60.
Again, they slap on that Owl Emporium onto it, which is like that's even worse than the building. Like
it's not needed either. So you make it $40, you give us just that. I would be happy with that. I wouldn't need the Owl Emporium because that's not even anything. That's just a corner.
Again, I want those buildings. I really want a full, like, in my opinion, a fully fleshed out Diagon Alley would be amazing.
I will say a positive about it.
Yes.
Can you guess? Any guesses?
It's the color. It's that purple color.
The gold owl.
That I don't think. I think this a masonry brick has not been seen in lavender yet. So
friends.
That's cool. Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
We're gonna look. We're gonna check.
That was definitely in the last set they do. I have some of those.
It's newer than the last year, I think. Oh,
it was in the last version of this set, but I think it was in Friends because I know they've used masonry bricks around these colors in Friends. So
Well,
I think there's one
Keep
more,
talking.
right,
I'll
Matt?
keep looking at. Yeah, I'll look that up. Keep talking about it.
All right.
oh, new set.
Yeah, this is the last one.
Another
This-
train.
Yes. Okay. Another train sucks. I get that they're redoing it for this wave. I kind of wish Hogsmeade Station was its own set because I've been collecting Hogsmeade, like the sets that go to it. So I really want Hogsmeade Station to kind of build out Hogsmeade. I don't know. At some point, it might be a cool mock to do or something.
Anything
So-
from the trolley days?
It's cool to me that you got the driver in this set. Actually, you haven't gotten that in past ones.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the same ragtag crew. I think this is one of the better looking Hogwarts trains. And I also like how you can have the parts to make it go off the track.
I'm glad that it comes with a track because the other one that I have doesn't have a track.
That's true. I forgot about that.
9 3/4.
So
It's got that station, which is a terrible station, but
yeah, I like this little station. It's cute. Besides that, again, I think it's one of the better trains that we've gotten. But I don't care.
Lavender does not have a masonry brick. This is the first time.
No, what?
Oh yeah.
I just went to Bricklink and looked. Yeah.
you tell me that you have a masonry brick friend set.
White, light bluish gray, dark bluish gray, dark red,
legitimately
reddish
looking at
brown, dark tan, medium nougat, dark orange, olive green, dark green, and sand green.
But no lavender. Wow.
I am legit just looked at one in the last version of that. So
It might have been
maybe it was
it's
like
the
1x4.
newer friends
It
Could've
could be. So, Brad, what it could be like how on the Mos Eisley Cantina, you take a 1x2 and then you have a stud and then you have a single plate and another 1x2 on the top of it where it looks like a masonry, but it's
No,
you
that's
built.
legitimately a masonry brick. I remember placing them, and also I think it might be a 1x4 instead of 1x2. So maybe that's
and that very well could have been. Could be.
Yeah, that could be the case.
um.
Huh.
Again,
Okay.
I'm just very interested. They kind of done everything. This last wave since the 20th anniversary, I kind of feel like there's other stuff they could do, but I feel like they've covered it very well. And I do kind of feel like maybe you're right.
Like it's a
Maybe
good
this
buy.
is a good buy. So
It
if
feels
that
so
is the
good.
case, that will be very interesting. But again, who knows? So
Do you guys think that they should make more Fantastic Beasts sets?
Do you want my real
Ah.
opinion or do you want my make everybody happy?
I know what
opinion?
I know what the real opinion is.
Those movies did absolutely terrible, and it was an unnecessary addition to the.
I really
Wizarding
like
World.
the first one. Second one I saw on the edge about. I was trying to remember them. It's been a while. I haven't even seen the
Agree.
third one because I've heard it was so bad.
It's
so-
Dumbledore. Secrets of Dumbledore. It
Yeah.
was
Sorry,
because
Sorry, Nerd Brick.
sorry,
You're
Well, 'cause
allowed.
two-
You're allowed to like Fantastic
Yeah.
Beasts, but
they lined it up to be like with Johnny Depp and like all this stuff, and then all of a sudden they're like,
Oh,
just
bye-bye.
kidding, and then they made it about Dumbledore, and it just didn't fit
Yeah, it's
anything.
they should have done something outside of What I hate about a lot of these series, like Star Wars, Harry Potter, they all try to make videos that are like movies that are connected to this world and somehow and being instead of Lord of the Rings, instead of being like, hey, there's all this stuff not connected to it. Let's go follow those stories.
You know what though? Here's a biased opinion, a non-biased opinion. The Fantastic Beast movies and all that stuff, they do go to a lot of very cool. Those are all stickers, by
Yes.
the way.
there's Slytherin graffiti in the bathroom next to the toilet.
Yep.
Hmm.
Graffiti.
It's got a toilet.
The Fantastic Beast franchise does go to a lot of very unique places, and there is a lot of cool beasts and things that they could add to the Lego stuff. So I mean, it would be cool to have a spin-off other than the castle and the train
Yeah.
and the station. You know what I mean? Like something different. So if they were to do it, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but it would have to be done right.
Who was SC dude? I remember a while back, one of his complaints was like, hey, there's so many cool magical creatures in Harry Potter, and I don't feel like they make enough of them. And so I really agree with that. So
Yep.
that's all the thoughts I got on these. I think it's really cool to see what Harry Potter did. but I think they're making some mistakes, and it's also kind of feeling like a farewell line. So
Yep, agreed. All agreed.
And
Yeah.
the 1x4 brick and lavender came in 5 sets. I looked it up.
okay, so it's just one
You're
by
you're part right. We were both
Okay.
right.
You're both right.
Hey,
There was a
Brad.
new part. It was
Yeah.
a new part. I'm not a
Music,
big
man.
Harry Potter fan to begin with. I'm not the biggest Batman fan either. I like Batman. He's cool.
Yeah,
I'm not
I like
a big
Lego
DC
Batman.
fan. I like Marvel more.
I used to be a big DC fan.
I like Batman better than Superman, but
I'm just hoping with new James Gunn movies coming out, and they're hopefully going to be good, that we might get some
Yeah.
really good stuff in them. But you know what, guys? No matter what, you're going to get good episodes of Stud Buds.
Mhm.
So tune back here. Same bat time, same bat channel. What? I feel like we need Batman music to start coming on.
Okay.
I-
Bye.
Well, no. I love you, Ethan. Have a wonderful.
Ethan the
Ethan?
Artisan out.
Oh.
I'm Batman.
Love you, Ethan.
oh,
Zane?
Love y'all too.
Matt.
Yeah?
You're looking handsome today. Thank you for
Aw.
being on the show. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you for being here as well. And to all of you as well, thanks for joining us throughout this episode. If you made it to the end, congrats. You're one of the few. Please like, subscribe, and check back in with us next week, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Love you all to pieces. Bye-bye.